Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Lions fans, buckle up because there's some spicy speculation floating around that could shake things up not just for our division, but for the entire NFC landscape. Rumors are swirling that the San Francisco 49ers might be considering trading star tight end George Kittle to the Detroit Lions. Now I know what you're thinking. Kittle. For us, hear me out because this is not just some idle gossip. This could be a game changer, a move that takes our offense to a whole new level and might even give us a real shot at Super Bowl glory. Let's start by talking about what's fueling these rumors. The 49ers, sitting comfortably at a 7-4 record, are facing some financial and roster challenges. Their defense, which has been pretty solid at times, is allowing around 9 points per game, a decent number but not elite. More importantly, they're dealing with some cap issues, especially on the offensive side. The Niners are reportedly looking to free up cap space to bolster their offensive line, which has been hit by injuries, and to address their secondary, which has struggled at times this season. Trading Kittle could free up around $14 million in cap space, and that's a significant move for a team that's still vying for Super Bowl contention. Sources close to the situation suggest that the Niners would be willing to part ways with Kittle in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's a steep price, but it shows how much they value flexibility and cap space right now. And honestly, the timing makes sense. After the trade deadline on November 4th, the team is already looking at ways to reshape the roster, especially with some fatigue in their tight end room. Schefter mentioned that there's some weariness among the tight ends, and with Kittle's contract, he's earning around $20 million for 2024. There's a real push to make some roster adjustments. Now let's talk about Kittle himself. This guy is a true mismatch nightmare, one of the most versatile tight ends in the league. Over his 8-year career, he's hauled in more than 500 receptions, surpassed 6,000 yards, and scored over 50 touchdowns. His career yards per catch sits at around 12 yards, which is impressive for a tight end, and he's known for his ability to make contested catches at a high rate, over 75% in some seasons. His PFF grade has consistently been around 88. 5. A testament to his all-around skills, both as a receiver and blocker. In 2025, Kittle has played just 6 games due to a quadriceps injury, but he still managed to rack up 27 receptions on 30 targets for 251 yards and 5 touchdowns. His yards per target stand at an impressive 9.3, and he's proven to be a reliable target in the red zone, with a red zone TD rate of around 60%. His yards after catch, YAC, is also notable. Over 150 yards YAC so far, highlighting his ability to turn short receptions into big gains. What makes Kittle such an attractive player for Detroit? Well, for starters, he could step right into the role vacated by Sam Laporta, who's currently on IR with a back injury. Laporta's absence has left the Lions searching for consistency at tight end, and Kittle's arrival would give us a true elite option, especially in the red zone. His presence would open up the field for Jared Goff, who's been playing really well this season, especially considering how our offense is already firing on all cylinders with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs. Adding Kittle could push our offense to new heights. Imagine the matchup nightmares he'd create. His route running, his ability to get open in tight spaces, and his knack for making contested catches would give our offense a dynamic boost. Plus, his presence would help us sustain drives, especially on third down, where we've been pretty solid but could always improve. Right now, our third down conversion rate is around 36%, but with Kittle's ability to win contested catches and make tough plays, that number could easily jump to 42% or even higher. And let's not forget the impact on our overall yards per pass attempt. Currently, we're averaging around 7.5 yards per throw, but with Kittle's ability to pick up chunk yardage and extend plays, that number could rise to over 8. 5 yards per attempt. That's a huge boost, especially in a league where efficiency and explosive plays are king. On top of that, his red zone efficiency could see a bump from 60% to around 70%, making us even more lethal inside the 20-yard line. Now, how does this fit into our current season? The Lions sit at an impressive 9-1 record, leading the NFC North comfortably. Our offense, led by Jared Goff, has been putting up some serious numbers, averaging nearly 29, 2 points per game, which is top tier in the league. But we're missing that one piece at tight end who can consistently make big plays and create mismatches. Laporta's injury has been a setback, but acquiring Kittle would instantly fill that void and elevate our offense into a whole new dimension. Defensively, we're holding opponents to just over 21. 6 points per game, which is solid but can always improve. Adding a playmaker like Kittle on offense would help control the clock, keep our defense fresh, and reduce the pressure on them to be perfect every week. Think about it. Our offense could then dominate time of possession, keep the opposing defense on the field longer, and give our defense a breather. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The NFL is a league where playoff seeding and momentum matter a lot. If the Lions manage to get Kittle, their Super Bowl odds could see a significant boost. Bookmakers have already moved our odds from plus 1,100 to plus 600 for winning Super Bowl LXI, a 45% increase in implied probability. That's a massive shift, and it's largely driven by the belief that with Kittle, our offense could become unstoppable. His addition would make us more balanced, more unpredictable, and arguably the best in the NFC. Looking ahead, the NFC is wide open, and the Lions have a real shot to make a deep playoff run. But to beat the best teams, like the Eagles, 49ers, or Chiefs, we need to have a versatile, explosive offense that can adapt to any situation. Kittle, with his elite skills, would be instrumental in that. Imagine him matching up against the 49ers defense or helping us dominate in the snow against the Packers in the playoffs. His presence on the field would be a huge X factor, especially when the stakes are highest. Of course, there are risks involved. Trading away a second-round pick isn't a small move, and the 49ers are known for their disciplined approach. But if the Lions can pull this off, it might be the move that pushes us from a good team to a legit Super Bowl contender. It's about seizing the moment, making bold moves, and trusting in our coaching staff and Jared Goff to maximize the talent on the field. To wrap this all up, Lions fans, this is the kind of move that could define our franchise's history. Kittle's arrival would not only provide immediate upgrades, but could also signal a new era for Detroit, one where we're not just contenders, but outright favorites in the NFC. It's a bold vision, but hey, that's what champions do. We've seen this team grow, and with the right pieces, we could be looking at our best shot yet at hoisting that trophy in February. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news.